Good morning, Joe. It's good to see you too. Thank you for the time on the phone last week, and I appreciate you allowing me to come in and talk to you a little bit today about Spectrum Business and our Partners channel. Took some notes last week while we were talking, and wanted to kind of work through it with you and show you how Spectrum Business and our Partners channel can benefit Quinn Communications as another partner to your portfolio. Is that something that we can work through today?
Yes.
That's great. We spoke a little bit about your current offerings. And you know, you have your traditional LECs, you have your CLECs, you have your conference calling and a lot of those other products. But to me, from what you were saying, it seemed like it was a little bit limited right now, right?
Yes.
So your current offerings are limited, and we're going to try to help that by adding cable to your portfolio. You know, the trends out there today, cable is really starting to rise. We're really hot. You know, a lot of companies in the past thought of cables as like that redundant network or that secondary network or failover. Now we're becoming a real primary network for a lot of businesses and their needs today. With the bandwidth and the state-of-the-art network and owning the last mile, things like that, it's really benefiting customers, so we're really on the rise, becoming more of a mind share in today's business. So adding to your portfolio, I believe that we can only help some of your needs going forward in the future. So we talked a little bit about your objectives, and we talked about how you want, obviously, oops, sorry about that, you want your revenue to increase, which also goes along with your profitability. You want that to increase. And then you also talked a little bit, you had some concerns about your customers and your customer churn. So we want to be able to help you with your customer churn, and we want to lower that. So those seem to be the three objectives that we talked about on the phone last week. So that's still kind of what's going on today.
Yes.
Great. So like you, a lot of my partners have those demands, those day-to-day demands. And very similar to you, from my other partners, the demands are their business demands. And that's just your day-to-day business, everything you're going through. You've got your sub-agents out there, and they're putting a demand on you. And then you got your customers. We'll represent your customers with a big dollar sign, because that's really what they represent to you at the end of the day. So all these guys together, you know, put this big demand on your business. And right now, your current offerings seem to be fitting maybe that much of your demand. You know, and it's putting a big roadblock up because you're not able to satisfy the demands that you have on a day-to-day basis. And ultimately, you want to get out here to this goal of meeting all your objectives, right? So with that being said, let's talk a little bit about your current state and what you have going on with solutions and things like that. Again, we spoke a little bit about your LEC offerings and your CLEC offerings. So right now, it seems to me like your limitations are actually your solutions that you can offer your customers. And then also, which limits your revenue potential. So if you don't have a lot of solutions out there to offer your customers, your revenue potential isn't as great as it could be. And then also, your limitations is also your customer satisfaction. So we want to try to help you with these limitations and making your business better. And why not? Why do we need to increase, oops, sorry about that. Why do we need to help these limitations, and what's the urgency that you have today? I think we spoke a little bit about being more diverse, right? So you have your LEC and your CLEC and your last mile options there. So with cable, you can be more diverse. That's how you spell it. You need to be more diverse with your offerings, which allows you to be more diverse with your revenue stream. And then you also want to be competitive as well. So we spoke a little bit about your sub-agents out there, and they're talking to their customers, and because of the trends in the industry and cable really jumping to the forefront, they're asking your subs for cable options, and you just don't have that at the time. So adding us to your portfolio, to your tool belt, can only help everything going forward. So that'll help with having a competitive advantage against some of the people out there today. And then that obviously will help increase your customer satisfaction. So with all that, with all these limitations removed, adding us to your portfolio, this capability that you have today will actually be about this big. We'll be able to suit all these demands that you have on a day-to-day basis. And if you didn't have any of these limitations, which adding Spectrum Business can actually help alleviate some of this, not bottleneck, but just limited abilities on the demands you have today. So with Spectrum as a partner, we've got a foundation that we can help you build. And this foundation consists of having a team assigned to you. Along with myself, we've got local representation with our service engineer. We also have a great group in St. Louis that handles both coax and fiber opportunities, so that we're that one team that can help you on a day-to-day basis. We also have a phone number that you can call into. Even your customers can call into. If you need any, right there, right then solution to anything that's going on with your customers or yourself, we have a phone number you can call into. And then we also have tools. So these tools will help you be more self-sufficient. They can help you run your day-to-day basis. They're online. Even your customers have access to tools as well. So we can provide all of this to you being a partner of Spectrum Business. And what does that kind of all mean? I think personally that all means that your revenue potential just can go through the roof. And for an example, maybe even up to 40%. So up to 40% we can add in some cases. I've got a partner who never thought really of cable in the past, and talked to them, sent them out some emails, engaged with them, sat with them like I'm sitting with you. They started thinking about cable, and they have this one particular customer that has retail pizza shops all over the New England area. And at first they never really thought of Spectrum Business. Since then, Spectrum Business in the forefront of their head, they added 32 locations and increased their revenues by 40% just from that one particular deal. So it's a great opportunity for you to start using cable with your day-to-day basis. I think it solves a lot of the demand that you have today, from adding customers, from satisfying your subs out there, and also helping from your day-to-day business with great support and great services to offer your business. What I'd like to do next is introduce you to a master of ours, and they can help you with securing the agreement, allowing you to have access to Spectrum Business. Now you use them to sign up with us, but you still have access directly to everything we spoke about today. Myself, engineers, support team in St. Louis, so forth and so on. And then the next time we meet, I'd love to talk about opportunities. I'd love to talk about your current base, match it up with our network, see where we are opposed to where your customers are, talk about the customers and what their needs may be. I can bring my engineer out and we can talk about different solution selling and see if we can start identifying who to go after on our next visits. Does that all sound good to you?
It does.
That sounds great. Joe, thank you for your time. I appreciate it. Have a great day.
Thank you.